Welcome to another episode of Roxy's Ride and Inspire. Today I would like to talk to you about a mental topic. So how you can recover during a ride if you've just had a crash. A lot of people approach me and say, how do I do that? Because I crash and then I start beating myself up and I'm all clumsy and then I crash again and then I crash again and then my riding spirit is gone. And the issue is the following. First of all, if you crash a lot, so this is a regular issue you have, then relax a little. You don't have to go over your limit to improve. You can be right at the verge, right at the edge of the limit to improve, and this is much safer. Okay, so if you're crashing regularly, then maybe think about kind of tuning it down a little. But if, let's say, you just crashed, and I mean, it does happen. We all tip over, although we can walk, right? So it can happen. What you want to do is the following steps in order to recover during the ride and to avoid further kind of domino effect crashes. All right, step number 1 is one that a lot of people don't do because they feel embarrassed, but it's a very important one. Sit down, take your time, have a sip of water, and have a bite of whatever cool, yummy stuff you have with you. I mean it. Give your brain some energy. So just sit down, relax, and say, hey, I'm going to take this time. I'm going to have a sip of water. Okay, that is step number 1. Step number 2 is that you want to come out of your ape brain, so the one that was just frightened, into the logic brain. What do I mean with that? If you're scared, so when you crash, your body gets a fright. And as soon as you're frightened, your brain goes into 3 reactions. It goes into the ape brain, and in this brain, you have only 3 reactions available. That is freeze, flight, or fight. So you either freeze, you kind of stand there and you can't move. A lot of people have that, especially women tend to go into this freeze reaction. You can't breathe and you're like, fight. So you get ready to fight. Flight is you get ready to run. So this triggers a lot of hormonal reactions in your body and you get shaky, you can't concentrate. So it's important to get from this fight, flight, or freeze response back into the logic brain. And that's step number 2 is you start to analyze what happened. You don't want to overanalyze it into the finest little parts, but you really want to sit down and say, okay, what just happened? Why did I crash? Was my pedal dropped? Or did I move my weight too far back and my front wheel washed out? Did I have too much weight in my hands so I got caught with my front wheel? Start to really think and understand what happened, because this way you can avoid it the next time. Okay, so Dina just came along for step number 3, which is really nice. Step number 3 is a little bit counterintuitive because most people, they want to forget what happened as soon as it happens. But it's not realistic because your brain is trying to tell you something. So what you want to do is you want to hear your brain out. You want to sit down and you want to start naming the feelings you are feeling. So not the thoughts, but the feelings. And you want to start naming them, so putting a label on it. Let's say you have a tingling in your fingers, then you can express to yourself, okay, I have a tingling in my fingers. My stomach is clenching, whatever is happening, you want to really name them. The good thing about this is that you're also kind of going out of the situation and you're looking at yourself from a bird's eye perspective, and this way it also calms down the response of your brain because you're listening to it. And if you're not doing that, if you're just going, I just want to forget it, the brain is going to be, hey, hello, listen to me, hey, hello. So the response and your fear is just going to get up and up and up. You'll not be able to concentrate, and the result may be that you might crash again. So sit down, listen to the feelings, and start naming them. Step number 4 is if your little voice in your head starts judging you, so starts telling you, hey, you're stupid. Why do you crash there? Look now, everyone's waiting for you. And why did you even crash there? There wasn't anything there. Tell it to go, hey, would you really talk like this to a friend? So challenge it by asking it if it is being kind. Usually the answer is no. And if it is no, then ask the voice, why do I deserve it? Try to really be kind to yourself, because you do not deserve to be bossed around by a voice in your head, especially if you think about it. You are the boss of the voice bossing you around. So you can stop it, no one else can. And if you are talking like this to friends, then you might want to overthink if it's a very kind thing to do, but that's a different topic. Okay, so now I would like you to write these 4 steps down on a piece of paper, and I want you to take it with you. So I want you to have it in your backpack like a recipe, something you can follow next time you crash and you start stressing out about it. Okay, these are my top 4 tips, and I can assure you that they will make a huge difference. It will take 3 to 5 minutes, but you deserve that. I would love to hear how it worked for you. Comment below if it did. Send me a message if you have questions, or if you just want to tell me how it went. And buy me a coffee, because I love coffee. I really do. And you do not see any ads in my videos, and will not, because I don't want to earn money with YouTube. I rather get coffee from people who appreciate me. Click subscribe, give me the thumb up. See you again for my next video.